Let me see. Do I see the red light? Yes. All right, this is Don coming. My grandson, Tom Fasciato, and I are going to make a movie or a little video of Elizabeth, New Jersey, where I grew up. And we'll take you around and show you a few scenes, especially those that mean most to me, because I did grow up here. I've been here a long time. However, today is an awful day. It's almost no sunshine. We haven't had sunshine for a long time. So we're going to wait until the weather is better, which I hope will be tomorrow. All right, it's August the 18th, Tuesday. We're now going to go out just in the car and get some street scenes, even if we can't get out and take some close-ups.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow maybe it'll be better, or maybe this afternoon. So let's... Hello, Tommy.
Hello.
Now this school here is where I went to school for about 3 years, starting in 1920, believe it or not. It's the Bender Memorial Academy, and it's one of my favorite places just to visit in Elizabeth. Can you read the sign up there?
Bender
Memorial Academy. It was donated to the Benedictine sisters way back around 1919 by a man named Bender, a very famous, or not a famous family, but a well-known family in Elizabeth, who were lawyers, and they had a lot to do with everything in Elizabeth.
Mm-hmm.
Now, and you know, inside of this building is a real old-fashioned Victorian house. That's where I went to school. We're going down Linden Avenue now, and we might as well just go to Warrenco Park and see what's there. We know what's there, but we'll try to put on tape some of the better spots of Elizabeth. Now there's Elmora Avenue. Elmora Avenue was once known as Bay Way. When we moved up to Elmora in 1916, it was Bay Way. And then people didn't like the name of Bay Way for a residential street.
Why not?
So they changed it. Well, Bay Way meant the Standard Oil Company. It meant a very commercial street, factory street.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're entering Warrenco Park. That's named after an Indian chief, I believe, whose name was Warrenco. W-A-R-I-N-A-N-C-O. As you can see, everything is very lush and very green. That's just the way a park should be, of course. Lovely time of year. So we've come to Warrenco Park, and I'm going to ask my cameraman to make a slow pan around this way where you can see, that's it, a slow, even pan. I'm going to have to, no, keep on going the same direction, Tommy. You go to, all right, whichever way you want.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how about the lake over there?
Well, we can't really see it from here. We're gonna go
Well,
over.
you can see pretty well. But we'll walk over and see the lake up there, okay?
Okay.
So walk.
And there's the lake.
You're getting the lake, and you're getting the building. So where are we?
We're in that Indian name park. What's it called?
Warrenco.
Warrenco. We rented a paddle boat, so
And
we're
that's
paddling.
what this is, huh?
Mhm.
Maybe we can see another paddle boat so that people will be able to see what we look like. I feel sort of silly.
There's a rowboat out there.
And now you can take a picture of the...
All the other paddle boats. We seem to be like the only ones on the lake.
Are
With
you
the paddle
taking? Are you
boat.
shooting now?
Yep.
Good for you. I wonder what that is.
It's just like bubbling out of
Bubbling out of the water.
It doesn't always do.
Tommy says that the agitation is moving, but I can't see it. There it is again, everybody.
We're gonna chase it. Run over it.
We're running over it even. Hope it doesn't sink us.
Is there anyone else paddle boating?
That's about it.
Yeah. Here's
Lights, camera, action. Now keep it on. Oh, wait a minute, there's somebody coming. Keep it on the willow tree, all right?
Here's the weeping willow
The
tree.
weeping willow. So now we're leaving Waranaco Park. You can go to the front. And we're going to go out to Elmora Avenue, which is one of the main streets of Elizabeth, certainly the main street of Elmora. And we're going to go into the Elmora section and just take a few pictures of the streets, the lovely streets in Elmora. We are now in the parking lot of the Elizabeth Parking Authority, and right behind me is the Union County College, which Tommy is going to show you right now.
Now.
Did you get me? Oh, the Union County College is only in Elizabeth for the last couple of months. It only started here. So I can't tell you very much about it, except that I guess a lot of people go to college there. That the tall building there, which is about 13 stories tall, is the Hirsch Towers building. That's been there. It was built about 1937, I believe. And it's the tallest building in Elizabeth. And I worked there myself for some, maybe 4 or 5 years recently. Now you're going to come down and just take a panoramic view of all the buildings going to the right. Very slowly, so that everybody can see. Now, that's it. Now we're seeing Broad Street itself. The main corner there that you see is Jersey and Broad. And you're going to pan across and show all these buildings. And you're going to show even St. John's Church, and when you get there, you're going to go upward, right? And show the spires. Now just
That's St. John's.
just keep it up, and just look straight down the sidewalk there, right? And show some of the people. It's always good to show people, as you know.
Yeah.
We now have St. John's Episcopal Church. This was one of the oldest churches in Elizabeth, and one time I remember we had an ecumenical service there with the Catholic Church. We're going to pan down and show it at the bottom. We'll see more of it when we come back down on the other side of the street. So that's all we need for now, okay? Now this is the First Presbyterian Church. I notice it has a Spanish sign, which is not to be wondered at, considering the number of Spaniards or Hispanics here. And there is the old graveyard. And in the distance we can see the towers of the Union County Courthouse. The Silent City. Silent City. Now wait a minute, now start again. Tommy's reading, and come up close.
Here lies the bodies of 3 children of Isaac and Hannah Arnett,
Arnett, A-R-N-E-T-T.
Elizabeth Ann died April
April the 6th, A.D. 1755.
1755. Aged
Abigail died
Abigail died
December the something, 1766. And John was born and died September the 6th, 1770. And here's a marker at the very entrance to the cemetery honoring a patriotic dead of many wars, laid to rest in this hallowed ground, especially a noble woman, Hannah White Arnett. Now our cameraman is taking a slight rest here, and sitting on people's graves. I hope they don't mind. In memory of Shepherd Collick, he was the founder of the Elizabeth Daily Journal, or at least they used to say he was. Memorial Mary A., wife of Colonel Elizabeth, looks like Boudinot, I may be wrong, who died January 23rd, 1813. My goodness, how long that stone has been. Right, are we on? This in back of me is the oldest church at Elizabeth, the First Presbyterian Church, which they say was founded in 1664, but I don't think it was quite that early. However, it's a great part of the history of Elizabeth, so let's take a look at it.
Okay.
It used to have a very tall steeple, but it was knocked down in a tornado, I believe about 1899.
The tornado?
Yes, Elizabeth actually did have a tornado. This plaque says this church was organized about 1664. The edifice which burned on this spot was burned by the British January 25th, 1780, during the pastorate of Reverend James Caldwell. 36 commissioned officers and many non-commissioned officers and privates from the congregation fought during the Revolution for America. Now, there's a most imposing edifice in Elizabeth, the Union County Courthouse. And there's one of the most imposing young men, Tom Casciato. All right, that's the Elizabeth Public Library, which has been there since about, I don't know, many, many years. And looking down there is South Broad Street. South Broad. And then you can swing around and look down Elizabeth Avenue. You don't want to get this in the picture. Now you're looking at Elizabeth Avenue. And now we'll cross the street. Well, we didn't take as much as we expected to. We had very, very bad weather for the first few days, and we found it quite tiring to do as much as we did, but we do hope that this will give us a little memorandum of Tommy's visit, which we are enjoying very much indeed.
Hello, I'm Tom Casciato. I was the cameraman for this week. Okay.
And is that about it?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy your stay here in Wyoming Avenue? Listen to me, in West End Place for 4 days now, and tomorrow you're going to be going home, and you're very sorry about it, right? Mm-hmm. Thanks a lot, Tommy. We enjoyed your stay.